Human heart is the major organ of circulatory system. It is a muscular pump that keeps the blood circulating throughout the body. The shape of heart is roughly conical and it is about the size of a clenched fist, approximately 12 cm in length, 8 cm in width and 6 cm in thickness. In average, human heart weighs about 300 to 450 grams. Location of heart is in the chest region, right behind the sternum, between the lungs. If we divided the chest into two halves with the help of midline, then 1/3 of our heart is present on the right side of the midline and 2/3 of the heart is present on the left side. As the heart slants with its apex directed slightly towards the left side of the thorax. In this video, we mainly discuss the layers of heart. The whole heart is surrounded by a two-layered bag known as pericardium. The outer layer is fibrous pericardium. It actually defines the borders of the middle mediastinus. Basically, the mediastinum is the central compartment of the thoracic cavity surrounded by a loose connective tissue. On the other hand, the fibrous pericardium consists of thick fibrous connective tissue. Fibrous pericardium protect the overfilling of heart and anchored heart in the chest cavity so it do not wobble around in the chest cavity and cannot move from its place. Fibrous pericardium covers the great vessels superiorly, continues down to the central tendon of diaphragm. It also has sternopericardial ligaments which secure the heart in place in the chest cavity. The inner membrane of pericardium is serous pericardium. Serous pericardium has two layers, parietal pericardium and visceral pericardium. These two layers are continuous layers. Between two layers of serous pericardium, there present pericardial cavity. This cavity is filled with pericardial fluid that lubricates the layers and prevent friction between layers during pumping of heart. Thus, serous pericardium allows the heart to pump frictionless by providing lubricated sheath around heart. Now, after the surrounding layers of heart, let's talk about the layers by which the heart is made up of. The visceral layer of serous pericardium is directly attached to the heart muscles, thus act as the outermost layer of heart walls or the innermost layer of the pericardium. Thus we can say that the outermost layer of heart is formed by the visceral layer of the serous pericardium. It is also known as epicardium. Epicardium is composed of mesothelial cells, fat and connective tissues. Nerves and blood vessels that supply the heart are found in epicardium. It plays a crucial role in heart development in fetus. Later, it maintains homeostasis and repair of heart. Beneath epicardium, there is myocardium that makes up the thick middle layer of the heart wall. It is responsible for the pumping of heart. Myocardium is made up of cells called cardiomyocytes. These cells are striated muscle cells. Myocardium is also known as cardiac muscle. The bundles of cardiac muscle fibers are grouped into fascicles by a sheath of connective tissues. Cardiac muscles are specialized cells for heart as they are excitable tissues. They exhibit involuntary rhythmic contractions. Cardiomyocytes facilitate cell-to-cell communication through interrelated discs which form junction between other cells. thus allowing action potentials to spread quickly throughout the heart muscles through electrically charged particles called ions. In this way, heart muscles act as a functional syncytium with rapidly synchronized contractions. Cardiomyocytes receive nervous stimulation from the sinoatrial and atrioventricular nodes. The rhythmic contraction of cardiac muscles is regulated by the sinoatrial node of the heart, known as the heart's pacemaker. The electrical properties of cardiac muscles of myocardium decides the rate at which the heart contracts and relaxes. Thus, these are the muscles responsible for the pumping of heart. The innermost layer of the heart is endocardium. It lines the chambers and valves. It extends over projecting structures such as the valves, chorda tendineae, and papillary muscles. Endocardium is composed of two layers, endothelial and subendocardial connective tissues. Endothelial cells make the lining of chambers and valves extend toward the openings of vascular tubes. This layer provides a smooth, non-adherent surface for blood collection and pumping. A layer of subendocardial connective tissue is present between myocardium and endothelium, which connect them together. In between myocardium and endothelium, Purkinje fibers are also present occasionally in the form of bundles. So in this video we have observed the outermost layer of heart, which is pericardium, and layers which are making the heart are epicardium, myocardium and endocardium. Hope you like the video. So keep digging your curiosity. Till then, Allah Hafiz.